Hey guys, so this is a drawing. Finally, I got to doing some drawings after doing like haul videos. Honestly, it was just kind of relaxing to do haul videos, but I really wanted to get back into drawing, so here we are. This is from a Chinese anime called Heaven's Official Blessing, and his name is Xie Lian. Sorry if I mispronounced it. I normally don't speak Mandarin or like Chinese in general, even though I am Taiwanese and Chinese, but at the same time, like I don't normally speak it, so I do butcher some words here and there. My main language that I speak is English, for those of you who probably guessed based on like the fact that I have no accent from like Chinese, speaking Chinese. So yeah, so Xie Liang is like the main character of the story. If you're watching this, there might be some spoilers about the character, so if you don't want spoilers, I guess it's not really a good video, but at the end of the day, like, there's nothing else I can really talk about except for the character. So yeah, he is supposed to be some sort of god in the Buddhism, I believe, or like Taoism, because a lot of it is talking, well, they pretend to be Tao priests in front of like people, so I believe it's more Taoist based. But anyways, in most of like the religions when it comes to the Asian ones, it's normally you pray to have enlightenment and eventually you could get reincarnated to get a second chance. However, the whole point is to pray and to become like a godly type of like level of person. Um, Buddha is like, in terms of Buddhism though, it's Buddha is an example, but not really like their god. Nowadays, they've changed, like religion has really changed. So a lot of people kind of pray in a different way where you're not supposed to be praying to a god, but you're supposed to be praying for like enlightenment and stuff, and then do good deeds and eventually get to heaven as like a small god, I believe. And I guess in English terms, you can call it like demigods. However, in like however in Asian culture it's seen as like you becoming a god. So yeah, it's very different from Christianity, but I'm Christian, so I don't really believe in that type of stuff. However, it's like to each their own. If you have that religion, that's yours. But yeah, Xie Lian is supposed to be, he lived like multiple hundred years, so he's had like time like reincarnating and stuff like that. There was a time where I think he was a prince. It was hinted in the story. There's only one season on Netflix so far, so don't know where it's gonna go. But basically, it was hinted that he was a prince. They call him Your Highness, like even in heaven, they call him that. And there's this like secretary type character who helps him figure out like information, and he goes like hunting demons and stuff. There's like certain merit points you have to earn when it comes to like the religion. So when you get to heaven, you have to earn merit points, and if you have to like pay off a debt, because in heaven I guess you get debt for like your lifetime. You can pay it up by earning merit points. So literally he goes out and hunts demons so that way he can pay off a debt. Another character that is super cool is the person who actually is interested in him. It is a BL type of story, so it's a gay story, which I don't really mind. It's like if you want to show like love that way, it's perfectly fine for me, but there are some people who do. But just letting you know, a heads up, if you want to watch the show, it is about that type of love. So yeah, they have more I think in the one that I'm watching that I wanted to watch is Model Zushi, and it's kind of similar in a way too. It also involves like demons and stuff, and it is also BL as well, except it is I feel like in the anime clips that I've seen so far, even though there are hints of it being gay, it's not really like out front flashy about it, except for if you've seen like the manga and the manhwa. manhwa, which is like the manga, and also read the book. There is also a English translated book for it, and they have pictures in it too. And yeah, it's kind of more upfront there. But when it comes to the show itself, like the anime, I feel like it's not super flashy about it. Um, Meanwhile, in this one, Heaven's Official Blessing, I feel like it's kind of more showy about it. Um, it's a bit more obvious that like they made it that way. So yeah, depends on like what you're interested in. If you don't like it being super flashy, I guess watching the anime for Model Zushi would be better. It's also called the Grand Master of Demonic Cultivation in English for those of you who want to know. But this one, Heaven's Official Blessing, is still really nice. I love the art style, to be honest. So the backgrounds actually in the show are like all the characters are 2D animated. The background is 2D animated too, but they have merged the background with like 3D animation as well, and it looks really pretty. It's not like super cheap looking. I know there's a bunch of like Japanese animes that are trying to be like full on 3D modeling of the character and these scenes. However, sometimes it looks really bad and like choppy. However, this one, because it blends with 2D, it's really nice. And the art style, I'm not gonna complain about the fact that they added 3D into the background because I think it makes it look kind of cool. But yeah, it is still mainly 2D based, so like the characters are 2D as well. The background is more 2D, but they have some 3D moments here and there for the scenery itself. Um, Xie Lian is also called Gugu from the other main character. His name is Sanlang. Sanlang is supposed to be the Ghost King. He's actually like the highest level ghost, I believe, or one of the highest level. There's a whole bunch of ones, but he is one of the highest level ghosts. Um, but yeah, basically, other ghosts fear him when they see him, but there's not really any like rules or restrictions when it comes to like those types of things because ghosts are technically in like Asian religion. I feel like ghosts are seen as like they're translated into demons, but a lot of it, like when I look at like Japanese stuff, like Demon Slayer, a lot of it was originally people who turned into like demons because after they die because they feel certain emotions that are super strong and that are not good, like greed and envy. However, yeah, so that's basically what it is. So a lot of the telling of like the demons in the show aren't actual like demons, like Christian religion demons. They're more so um Asian culture related, like Asian religion related, where it's like, oh, it comes from people. It's actually people who turned into those after they died. It's really interesting, but at the same time, I don't want to dwell too much on it because I am Christian. So yeah, but because of the story, it's really nice. Goga actually means brother in Chinese. However, it can be used as a term of endearment. There are times where people are partners together and they're married and they do still call each other Gaga. Even in like the shows, they show that in like Chinese dramas and stuff like that. It's more so like when you grow up with someone and you know them really well, it's kind of like a term of endearment. However, it is also used for literally calling your brother. Like I call my brother that all the time because that's literally what I've been taught to call my brother for my life. So I guess it's more so like if you grow up with that person or like knew that person for a long time, you're just using it for endearment. And it's really cute. Sangmang always calls Xie Lian Guga. It's really cute. It's funny because he's also like a Ghost King, and yeah, he's calling someone that. Xie Lian is actually one of the lowest level gods ever. He is the god of scrap picking, apparently. So yeah, but he used to be a prince in one of his lifetimes, like I mentioned before. So it's kind of strange, but at the same time, yeah, I really had fun drawing his character though because he has this super big sun hat. I think I may have drawn the hat too big to be honest, but it's too late to go back now. But that's how I drew the hat. So yeah, his hair is super pretty. It's kind of in like this Chinese man bun, and then he has like the side bangs going on. It's very nice. I really like it. It's my first time drawing a hairstyle like this, and it turned out super well. So I'm really happy about this. Um, so the butterfly that he's holding there, that's like on his palm. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like sketch form right now. It's supposed to be a silver butterfly. Those are actually for the Ghost King. The Ghost King, when he comes around, he actually has butterflies that follow him. They're not real butterflies. They're more so like just butterflies that are specifically for him. So they're not natural in any way, but yeah, whenever he shows up, those are there. Um and they're super pretty, and I think Xie Liang said they look super cute, which I can agree to, but at the same time, apparently they are known to give other gods and generals like nightmares when they see them. Like those are the nightmares of them because it's like, oh, I see this and now I know who's coming, like that. And the ring that I put on his neck, he actually, at the end of season 1, he gets this ring when Sanglang disappears. It's like he talked to him in the last episode, like during the nighttime, and then they went to sleep, and then Sanglang disappears when he wakes up. So I think that's a hint for like the next season. He's supposed to meet him again. Um, but yeah, I think the trailer is the next season is supposed to be he meets him in like the in more of like a ghostly realm rather than just like meeting him in a normal place. Xie Liang actually lives in like the mortal world. He prefers to live there, and he made his own like temple for himself so people can pray to him. He's kind of like the lowest level god though right now, so people don't really know him that well. But yeah, it's a really interesting story. I think the romance is really cute. It's not like it's also action based too, so it's not just romance involved, and it's not like super cheesy. I feel like it's not like I I want to say I'm stumbling across my words, but basically I want to say it's not like sexual love and desire. It's more like a super cute pure romance at the moment. I know in the comic or the actual like book it might be like they do show like some sexual stuff, but for now in the actual show they mainly do the more romantic side where it's like, oh, I want to get to know this character more. It's not really super like sexualized. I think maybe eventually they'll have some of that in the show though, because I've seen online apparently in the manga there's more of that, but it's super cute how they portray it in the show right now. So yeah, here I'm just outlining his clothing. Also, his hat is connected to a straw, which I will be... His hat is connected to like a string that's on his neck, for those of you who don't know. So yeah, and I also drew in his ribbons for his hair tie. Super cute. His character is more of a traditional Chinese outfit, so if you're wondering like where this clothing comes from, it's more of a traditional Chinese outfit. The hat itself is normally used by farmers in China. It's more of a rural area type of thing that you would wear because it's super sunny and bright and warm. It's not really something like city people would wear. I'm kind of surprised that Xie Lian wears this though because he used to be a prince, so this is more of like a lower class thing, but it like I'm not gonna judge. It looks super cute anyway, so yeah, I always liked those big hats, like the Asian hats. And he's also different from other people. He was royalty, but he actually wants to help lower class people and just like regular people in general. He wants to help them by doing hard work. It's not like regular kings and queens and princes that you see like helping when they're talking to people who are lower than them, they're disrespectful. Xie Liang has this personality of you respect everyone no matter who they are, which is really nice. He's one of the more genuine characters in the show. I feel like everyone else is kind of snobbish because they're like from heaven. So he actually wants to work hard, and he actually like works hard to build his own temple too in the show, which is really cute. He's different from other people. So he gives more like this human perspective of like nice people and good people rather than just being like a royal like character that's too snobbish to talk to regular folks. So yeah. And that's basically it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Check down in the description box below. I'll leave all my links there. Bye!